Good evening, I'm Clarice Tinsley.
Hello everybody, I'm Heather Hayes. Within the last hour, new details have been released about the relocation of the family being monitored for Ebola.
And finding a place for the relatives of the patient, Thomas Duncan, proved to be difficult. First on Fox 4 News, Phil Alvarado at the Northeast Dallas apartments where they were staying, with more on that, Phil, and the decontamination process. But right now the family is gone. They're in a new living arrangement. Do we know how much longer, Phil, the cleanup is going to continue at the Ivy apartments?
Well, it could be another couple of days. Now, we do know that there were at least 3 phases of this cleanup. The crews got here about 10 o'clock this morning, and they've been here through the evening. And this is just phase 1. This included taking everything out that might be infected, that might spread the Ebola virus, and we're talking about mattresses, sheets, linens, and things of that kind. So one of the things that they didn't expect was that there were going to be 3 mattresses that they had to clean up. They thought it was only 1. That is a pretty involved process because they have to cut these mattresses up into small pieces so that they can put them either in bags or drums, which you'll see later, and then those have to be destroyed. There are a couple more phases of this cleanup. What that will entail, the cleanup crews tell us that that's going to depend up to Dallas County health officials as well as the CDC. Now, we are told that they may come back tomorrow, but it may be another day or 2 before they find out exactly how much work that they have to do, and then they'll come back and finish that. Today, something very unexpected. The family of 4 that's been in isolation for 5 days now was moved to an undisclosed location. And you'll see that only the hazmat crews were wearing full protective gear. And also you'll see that they were escorted out by Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins. A family in isolation walked out of their apartment and across a balcony that has the eyes of the world watching. They walked in plain clothes with no protective garments. That was in sharp contrast to hazmat crews who wore full protective gear. Dallas County health officials say the family has no symptoms of Ebola and they are not contagious.
City and county has been working very hard to put this family in a safe location, and it has been tough because no one wanted them.
They are the family of Thomas Eric Duncan, who is at Presbyterian Hospital in Dallas with Ebola. 4 members of his family were ordered into isolation by the state. On this, their last day at their apartment, they shared it with hazmat crews sent to clean and destroy anything that might spread the Ebola virus.
This family has gone through a lot, okay? And some have even dubbed them the Ebola family, okay? So when you're talking about trying to put them in a hotel or an apartment complex or another home, nobody wants them because they don't want, they're so scared.
Finally, they were offered refuge.
Someone was kind enough to offer up a private residence that is gated, that is separated from any neighborhood, any apartment complex, so that they can have their privacy and be away from anyone who has concerns.
The city of Dallas says the family was not moved because they were a threat to residents at the Ivy apartments.
They're scared. There's no doubt about that.
This is the district of City Council member Jennifer Staubach Gates. She says it's been more difficult for apartment residents than anyone imagined.
There was a lot of individuals that were turned away from their work because of where they lived. So we brought legal aid on site to be able to help those employees be able to go back to work.
The cleanup crews put up a tarp for the privacy of the family. One surprise for the hazmat crews is that Duncan had slept in 3 beds in the apartment, not 1, adding to the cleanup. Outside, the family car was also covered up.
We wanted to protect our guys, anyone that was going in the area. We didn't really want them be that close to the car without it being protected. And again, we didn't want to contaminate the car with anything coming out.
Several drums have been filled with mattress pieces, sheets, linens, and anything else that could be infected.
All these bins will be incinerated. All of them at the same time, everything's going to be destroyed.
And that was another key point is, what they were going to do with these bins of all these materials, because at first the city and the county did not have any kind of permits to destroy them. But that happened sometime today, and all of that material is being destroyed immediately, we're told. Clarice?
Do we know how it's being destroyed, Phil?
We're told that it's probably going to be incinerated.
Okay, Phil Alvarado reporting live. Thank you.